Okay, welcome back to the channel, guys. We're talking witchcraft today, a little witchy stuff. We're not talking about crypto at the moment. We're going to talk about witchcraft and magic. If you don't want to listen to this, you don't have to. It's fine. But other people are interested in stuff like this, and I just wanted to cover something that I ran into. What I have here is the story goes. I bought this in. Sorry about the shaky camera work and all that, but I bought this plant from a fellow in Israel a couple of years ago. Actually, last year. And I had the plant laying around. I didn't have the... it wasn't a plant, it was a root. I had a mail order on eBay. The fellow sends me this, and I think it was around August. I received the package, and you get these roots that look like little people. I don't have a picture of it, but I don't take pictures of everything. But I'm just showing you this now. I have it came three little plants, and they look like little people, the size of a carrot, basically. And there's something that I noticed that probably other people that have tried it, or they've tried growing it in Europe and other places, and they can't get them to grow. These are growing for me inside. Right now the temperature is about 67 degrees inside the house, Fahrenheit. And not bright direct light. But I do put a LED light that from about 3 till about midnight, so the plants get a little bit more light than usual. So I planted them last year around September, and I watered them, and I needed a big, you need a long pot, and I finally got one that's about, a foot and a half, and you probably need something even bigger, longer, because they're kind of long. Like I say, they're like the size of a carrot. So I planted them, put a little water on them, and about a month and a half later, I see little shoots coming out, and I go, oh, they're coming into being kind of quick. I go, it's like the tulips. You don't want to force them. You want them to develop roots before they start growing. So they do that over the winter. They develop roots during the winter. And these didn't have a chance to do that, but they're already kind of like rooty. They have little roots on them. So they grew. And then all the way till around February, probably as high as maybe about 4 inches, maybe 3 inches, 4 inches high, the biggest one. The biggest one is the top left, top right, and the bottom there's a little one that's coming out. That's only about an inch right now. The other ones are about 3 inches and about 2.5 inches respectively. So what happened was they grew till about, February, right before spring. And supposedly in Israel they grow like that too, kind of like in the winter time. Although over there is warmer, I guess, and I don't know. It's a different weather than Europe. Europeans, from what I understand, have a hard time getting them to grow. And they don't take too much sunlight, but enough sunlight, let's say. I don't think they're kind of like lettuce and cucumbers and plants like that don't need a lot of light, but just enough. And they grow opposite, kind of like more towards the, like I say, they're kind of like winter plants. Here in the, I'm in the Midwest and in the U.S. And we get cold climates, so they never go outside. but they grow indoors. I got them growing inside. What I noticed was also that, okay, this time around, I started, the pot was, really dry in September. So I go, okay, let's let them think that, they're ready to grow, and give them some water, and let them think that it's the raining season, and, give them water just like, in nature. Watering them every day for a couple of weeks, and easing off on the water now because the dirt is pretty damp. To make it more like where they live, to make it more at home. And I never hear about anybody saying that how to grow them indoors, and perhaps everybody's growing them the wrong way. They probably think that you put them outside or even indoors in the springtime, and they act a little different. I can't say what if you live in an area where these grow wild, that's a perfect climate, perfect sun, perfect everything. But I've managed to notice that they grow a little different, and I was just lucky to run into this knowledge, and I just kind of want to put a video out there for anybody who's tried and hasn't succeeded with these plants. Try more planting them in the late fall, very, very late fall. October, maybe. October 30th sounds like a good date for these guys to just come out. I would hate to, because I have tried other plants that they start growing in the winter time, and then they think winter is summer and summer is winter. But I think that these are just they like growing this way. They're different. I just wanted to put this out there. I'm not gonna say talk about Harry Potter or whatever. The poisons and all. I'm not gonna say stuff. You already know about what these plants are and what they do. My intentions is just to keep them here as companions. I like having them. I like the idea of a lot of I don't know, what would you say, folklore and around some circles, people use them for certain things, and I just like I like that. I just like to have them around, and I'll just move the camera a little bit more. Sorry about all the shaking, but what else did I want to say about these? Yeah, I'm not going to give you a background on these, but this is what I did, and this is what could happen, if you plant them later than, the usual spring. This could be a very nice thing for probably around December, January, the new year. Let's see what they do. Maybe I'll make another video about these, but they're interesting. I love all these unusual plants and things like that, especially from folklore and our past, which is pretty much forgotten. Everything that and little by little, every generation just loses touch of what used to be. But this is something that's going on, and I just want to share this, and I hopefully you enjoy this. I asked permission if I can film it too, by the way. They didn't, nothing, usually weird things happen, and everything went on. I was able to, except my shaking, of course, that's the little one. It's not as big. I added potting soil in the because underneath I had regular soil, and that's not that good. But then I added potting soil, and then some little stuff for I think they're called cupids for mosquitoes, so mosquitoes don't form. That's it, white stuff that you see on the top. It's good. It's kind of like good fertilizer also. And I also throw a little bit of rice on the top, just for the rice to release nutrients little by little. It's not good if you have mice and stuff like that, but yeah, if you have mice or rats or anything like that, or little pets that like to go in the dirt to eat dirt, like somebody that I know around here, he likes to go into the pots to eat a little dirt once in a while. The little guy. Okay, guys, that's all for now, and video's almost over. I mean, there's really nothing to it. They're just cute little plants. Let's see what happens over the winter. I'll probably just do the same thing right around March, April or so. Stop. Once the leaves start kind of like drying out, that's what they did last year. They started drying out, and then, I just stopped watering it. Yeah. Okay, that's it, guys. Take care.